Ever wondered what makes cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin so secure and decentralized? The secret lies in the underlying technology, blockchain. Now, you might be asking, what exactly is blockchain? It's a term we hear often, but it can seem pretty complex. So, let's break it down. Imagine a digital ledger, much like an accounting ledger, but this one isn't stored in a single place. Instead, it's distributed across hundreds, thousands, or even millions of computers worldwide. This digital ledger records transactions, and each transaction forms a block. These blocks are not isolated, they are linked to one another, forming a chain, hence the name blockchain. The beauty of this technology lies in its decentralized nature. There is no central authority, no single entity that has control over the entire network. Instead, every participant, or node, in the network has a copy of the entire blockchain. This means that the information is not stored in a single location, which makes it incredibly difficult for anyone to manipulate or corrupt the data. Moreover, blockchain technology is transparent. Every transaction is visible to everyone within the network. This transparency helps to maintain the integrity of the system, as any attempt at fraud or deception would be immediately visible to all. But how does this relate to security? Well, once a block is added to the chain, it is virtually impossible to change. This is because changing a single block would require changing every subsequent block in the chain across every copy of the blockchain. So, in essence, blockchain is a chain of digital blocks that contain records of transactions. But it's not just any chain, it's a secure, transparent, and decentralized chain that is revolutionizing the way we conduct transactions in the digital world. Now that we know what blockchain is, let's delve into how it works. When we talk about the mechanics of blockchain, we're essentially talking about the process of how a block is created. Imagine it like this. Each block represents a page in a ledger, and every transaction is like a line on that page. So how exactly does a block come into existence? Well, it starts with transactions. These transactions could represent anything from a financial exchange to the movement of goods in a supply chain. They are grouped together into a block. But it's not as simple as just piling them up. Each transaction is thoroughly checked and verified before it's allowed to join the block. Now, this is where the magic of cryptography comes in. Every block is given a unique code known as a hash. This hash is like the block's fingerprint. It's created by running the details of the block through a complex mathematical algorithm. It's unique to that block, and even the smallest change in the block would create a completely different hash. Here's the real beauty of it. Each block also contains the hash of the previous block. This creates a chain of blocks, hence the name blockchain. This chain makes it nearly impossible for anyone to alter a block, because doing so would change its hash. And since that hash is stored in the next block, changing one block would require changing every single block that comes after it. But it doesn't stop there. The blockchain isn't stored in one place. It's distributed across a network of computers known as nodes. These nodes all have a copy of the blockchain and are constantly checking and verifying it against each other. This means that even if someone managed to alter a block on one node, the other nodes would quickly spot the discrepancy and reject the altered block. That's the beauty of blockchain. It's an ever-growing chain of irreversible blocks of information. This immutability, combined with the network's constant verification, is what makes blockchain such a secure and reliable technology. But what makes blockchain so secure? This question leads us straight to one of the most defining features of blockchain technology: decentralization. Decentralization is all about distributing data across multiple points instead of storing it in a single central location. In the case of blockchain, the data is spread across a network of computers, also known as nodes. This means that the records kept on a blockchain are public and easily verifiable. Now imagine trying to alter a single record on the blockchain. You'd have to tackle not just one, but every single copy of that record spread across the network. And that's just one part of the equation. To successfully change a record, more than half of the network's nodes would have to agree to the alteration. This makes it exceedingly difficult for any single party to tamper with the records. So there's no centralized version of this information for a hacker to corrupt. Brilliant, right? But that's not all. We can't talk about blockchain security without mentioning the cryptographic nature of the technology. Cryptography, the art of writing or solving codes, is woven into the very fabric of blockchain. When a block is added to the chain, it's given a unique digital signature known as a hash. This hash is a complex code created from the information in the block. If someone tries to mess with the block's data, the hash changes completely. This alerts the system to potential foul play. And remember, the block is linked to the previous one through its hash, forming a chain. So, changing one block would require altering all the preceding ones, which is computationally impractical. In addition, a process called proof of work requires network participants to solve complex mathematical puzzles to add a block to the chain. This further deters malicious activity as it requires significant computational power and time. So the decentralization and cryptographic nature of the blockchain make it secure and almost impossible to hack. Blockchain technology is not just about cryptocurrencies. Its potential is vast and can revolutionize various sectors. Let's dive into this fascinating world of possibilities. Imagine a world where financial transactions are not only faster, but also more secure. This is not a distant dream, but a reality that blockchain can bring to the finance sector. It can streamline processes, cut down on fraud, and make cross-border transactions as simple as buying a cup of coffee. With blockchain, we can create a truly global and inclusive financial system where everyone, irrespective of their socioeconomic status, can participate. Now, let's move to healthcare, a sector that is critical to our well-being, yet plagued by inefficiencies and lack of transparency. Blockchain can be a game changer here. Patients' medical records can be securely stored and shared on the blockchain, ensuring privacy and accuracy. Moreover, drug traceability can be enhanced, preventing counterfeit medicines from reaching the market. Next up is the supply chain industry. From the farmer who grows your coffee beans to the barista who serves your latte, blockchain can trace each step, ensuring transparency and fairness. It can help in verifying the authenticity of products, preventing counterfeiting, and promoting ethical business practices. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Other sectors like real estate, voting systems, and energy distribution can also benefit from blockchain technology. It can bring about a new era of decentralization, where power is not concentrated in the hands of a few, but distributed among many. But remember, every technology has its challenges, and blockchain is no exception. Issues like scalability, energy consumption, and legal frameworks need to be addressed for its widespread adoption. However, the journey has just begun, and with continuous research and innovation, these challenges can be overcome. So the potential of blockchain is immense. It's not just a technology, it's a revolution in the making. As we move forward, let's embrace this technology and harness its potential to create a better, more transparent and inclusive world.